Call the meeting to order. Tom, will you take roll?
Sue.
Here.
Kim.
Here.
Marty.
Here.
Lonnie.
Here.
Bill.
Here. Thank you. Let's stand for the pledge of allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, you have the agenda before you, and no changes. We'll go to the minutes of the previous meeting. Are there any corrections?
Oh, there is one down on the NASB meeting is September 9th.
I was going to ask about that when we got there.
Cross out 9 and put 10. I mean, cross out 10 and put 9, I'm sorry. It's the 9th.
I see that on the back page, said the 9th, not the 7th.
Do you need to know this point, or you'll handle that later?
When we get to it, I'll need to know, but real soon if you don't know tonight, pretty soon, because I'll have sent it.
Okay, no corrections to the minutes. We'll go to the treasurer's report. Any questions on the treasurer's report? Pretty short month.
Yeah, next month will be good, and so will the next month, so. That money didn't come in till about board meeting day, or, which then it shows up in August. We don't get it till August, definitely.
How do we, and maybe you've already got this figured out, if not, but where we're gonna get that extra, kind of a year in advance, how are we gonna have to treat that? Will that mess us up somewhere with the state, or? Okay.
No, in fact, it might help us a little state aid because they took the valuation out of there. It might balance out, but it might, if anything, it'll help us a little
Okay.
bit. Because
I wasn't sure if that was it.
on the
Throws
well
out
side,
killer.
on the well side, pulling it out for next year, boy,
Okay.
new formula, who knows, but it should about balance out, but it might help us a little. And obviously, drawing what little interest we draw, we draw some interest on it, so. Turn it down.
Then will we just set that aside then? Is
Basically.
that the idea?
I never know for sure, because we don't get our audit till November. So I never know what money we have in the treasurer's office anyway at the end of the year. So that's always a guess anyway. And I just work the budget and it won't go anywhere, but we'll be all right.
I figured you had it covered.
Got it covered.
Any other questions on the treasurer's report? No, we'll go to the presentation of bills. Questions on the bills?
We talked about the computers. We were going to spread that out interest-free over 3 years since I had the money now, and I'm not sure 2 years from now we'll be in that great a shape. So we had the money, we just paid for that deal right now. So.
Down below that on the Harris, what's FA support?
Which one?
Harris? It's right below your computers.
FAC, right? Good question. FAs. I don't know. I'll have to check on that and let you know.
Okay. I should have called him this morning. Talked to you earlier.
That doesn't ring a bell with you, Mark? I'm guessing it's something to do with computer programs, but I don't know for sure. can't think, but if these,
Well, it looks like it's gonna be a yearly bill if it's billed as 9/10.
yeah. I'll have to find out much. Didn't bring it down. Good question.
Didn't have any from last month.
You built one.
Okay, any other questions on the bills? If not, is there a motion to approve items 1 through 4 as presented?
So moved.
Moved by Marty, seconded by Sue to approve items 1 through 4. Is there further discussion? No, roll call vote on the motion. Sue? Kim? Marty?
Yes.
Marty?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Vote yes. Motion carried. Communications? Next. Have any, does anybody else? Patrons' comments or presentations? Any comments from the audience? We welcome you to our board meeting. And I did forget to remind you of the Open Meetings Act up on the wall, so you can read that at your leisure.
By the way, we got a new one. They made some changes in it, so I
Oh.
don't think we've changed it yet, but we've got to put a whole new one in there.
Okay.
So if you memorize this one, you're gonna have to
Start all over.
Crazy.
Reports of standing committee, Sue? Kim? Marty?
Building and grounds met on Tuesday. Just, I guess, kind of an update from, I never remember names.
Chipper and
And, just a BD guy.
Mark.
Davis.
Mark, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and we had a train here too,
right.
heating, air conditioning.
Just kind of, I guess, filling us in on what they're, doing in the the process, and, did talk with, trained some about, some possible costs for the updates in this building, as well as, some repair type things we could do in the elementary. We're, I guess, pursuing that to get a better idea of cost there. I guess just looking over some of the things on I know one thing that had been brought up was like the cost of moving the cafeteria side. We're gonna, I guess, continue to get updates and see something that's maybe you can save a little money on or whatever. One thing that I found very interesting that Mark talked about some as far as construction management was that unlike a bid project where once it's bid, that's what it is, and it doesn't matter if there's just one bid. And he gave example of where they did have only one bid. I think, was that on Gibbon? Max Masonry at Gibbon, I believe, and they had only one bid. So, and this was a construction management deal. So they went back and talked to other possible firms that would bid it. And part of the problem on some local firms was that to be bonded, that they couldn't be bonded. And so they went through BD to get bonded, and they saved $400,000 on that. And another one was a case where the contractors were telling the architects about a new ceiling tile that they had been working with that was as good or better quality, less cost, insulation was cheaper, and so that they were able to make that change, talk with the architect, make that change, and save $40,000. So there's more flexibility, maybe